Gunline. Fire mission coming down. I'm your host, Lopez, and you're listening to the On the Gunline podcast, where we shoot the shit like we did in the field, right in between fire missions, or when it was the end of the day, you got to kick back between the trails under the net or in the back of the fucking Paladin. Fake artillery, shots fired. Anyways, with that being said, today I have a gentleman here by the name of Bo. He is a former artilleryman. If you guys aren't watching this on the YouTube, he has this fucking epic beard, bro. I'm talking about, he's got the Jim Morrison look right now, but he kind of has the Jim Morrison hair, beard, mustache, but he kind of looks like Jake Gyllenhaal, bro. He's got that look going there. So anyway, with that being said, Bo, thank you for coming to the Gunline, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me on. Hey, this long here, it's cold up here in Montana. It's still snowing. So
oh shit, you're in Montana.
Warm. Yeah.
Holy fuck. Is that where you're from originally?
No, I grew up so my dad was in the Navy. He did 20 years. He was an officer actually. Oh wow. So yeah, we moved around a lot. But we spent his last 10 years in Washington, D.C. So I grew up in that area.
Okay, damn. Military brat and D.C. officer. Damn. What part of in D.C. itself or on the outskirts, like in Maryland?
My dad worked in D.C. itself, but we lived in Virginia.
Okay, gotcha. I know a little bit of that area because I lived in Silver Springs for a while out there in Maryland.
Yeah, I got buddies that live there.
Yeah, it was way before I went to shit. This is back in the 90s. All right, now I heard it's just fucking hood out there. So
yeah, it's a little hood.
Right on. So how was it growing up a military brat?
It wasn't that bad. When I was younger, we moved around a lot. Like I remember my earliest memories, my dad was in a station in Bermuda. He was a CB.
Okay.
So he wasn't like on ships or anything. So
gotcha.
Yeah, we'd stayed in place for probably like 5 years or so, you know what I mean? Or 6. I guess it's just different. I mean, just different parts of the military. It's always, everyone's got different stories.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's a trip. You're the first one that I know was a military brat that actually joined afterwards. Usually that deters people from joining, you know?
Yeah.
So
it
with
definitely,
that,
go ahead. It definitely like deterred me. I think for a little bit, you know what I mean? Because like my dad, I guess he would come home since he worked in DC and the Navy Yard. He would have to wear like I don't know what they call it, the khaki shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the press uniform.
Yeah. Damn.
He'd always be complaining about it. He hated wearing it every day.
Okay.
Especially since he was a CB. You know what I mean? So I guess he was always in his field uniform most of the time.
God damn, dude. So did you spend most of your time in the DC area?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where you call home now then. Well, aside from Montana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I'd say so. My folks, they don't live there anymore though. My dad retired, so he lives in South Carolina.
Okay. Is that where he's originally from?
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So now that just leads to an interesting question. You know, normally I ask if there's been any family that's been prior service. So obviously your pops was. Anybody else in the military in your family? Like
my
immediate family?
Yeah, my grandpa fought in Korea.
Okay.
He doesn't talk about it that much. I think he was a mechanic.
Okay.
He might have got drafted. I'm not sure. No, actually, he signed up.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Oh, my cousin. He was a Marine, like in the early 2000s. He was part of the Iraq invasion.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I remember I was like 13 when that all popped off. So I remember he came home in the summer and he's just like telling stories and stuff. Just sounded fun. That was probably more of a push to join the military than anything. You know what I mean?
Right. So, well, fuck it. I mean, how was the Army your first choice?
Yeah, I think so. The first people I talked to was the Navy, naturally.
Okay. Right.
But I just wasn't feeling it, you know, especially being on a ship, man. I hate being in the middle of the water. That shit freaks me out.
For real, dude. So tell me about so how'd you end up choosing then the Army? They just sounded good, offered a good bonus.
I didn't get no bonus. Believe it or not. Okay, so I wasn't feeling the Navy. I didn't talk to the Air Force. I just skipped that altogether.
Right.
I went and talked to the Army people. Believe it or not, I thought they had like the best looking uniforms at the time. The ACUs, I know it's wild, especially like a few months later, actually wearing it. Totally different mindset on it, you know.
Fucking like ACUs. Trash. ACUs were hot fucking garbage, bro. Yeah. But damn. So did you even consider the Corps at all?
Yeah, I did actually. They were the second people I talked to, so I was like, might as well give it a shot. But at the time, the dude was only looking for like reserves, and he said it'd be about a year before you even go to basic training.
See, I don't get that about JAR. I mean, I get it because they're a small fucking, they're a Corps versus an Army, so they keep their numbers limited. But when they told me that I couldn't join because I had a GED, and I'm like, dude, I want to fucking drive tanks, bro. That doesn't need a fucking degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever. The Army said we'll take your ass a couple of years down the road, but right on. How'd you get stuck in the fucking beautiful MOS of 13 Bravo?
Oh well, so I went and talked to the Army recruiter. Right. They said this is like 2009 in the summer. Okay. It was right around the time they announced like they wanted 30 more thousand for Afghanistan.
Nice. Okay.
So they were just like, we can get you out in like a month. You know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah. Trying to get out before I change my mind, you know what I mean?
For real.
So I scored pretty high in the ASVAB. He said you like pretty much can choose any job you want. And this was like at the time of war, you know what I mean? And I was like talking to my friends about it, and they were just giving me shit like, man, you get your dick blown off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like all this shit was going through my head. And I was talking to my dad, I was like, well, I don't know like if I should do like be a cook or like be like something more like combat oriented, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's a little more savvy to it. He's like, even if you're a cook, you can still find yourself in some shit, you know what I mean? So when stuff starts popping off, you want to be with people who are like trained and like know what to do. Right. I was like, all right. So my recruiter is infantry. I was stuck with I had like 4 in mind, I think. I had tanker. That was like my first choice, but I was too tall.
Of course.
So that went out the door. I'm glad that I don't want to be a tanker, especially after learning more about it. Nah, fuck that.
For real, dude.
Track vehicles are just it's cool in theory, but it's too much upkeep.
Yes. From fucking firsthand knowledge. Yes. Wait a minute. So how tall are you?
6'4".
Holy shit. Okay. Gotcha. Definitely don't want to be inside that tank.
Yeah. Right. So I was between that combat engineer, because the way he like described it is like you're just running around blowing shit up. I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. So it was that, artillery, or infantry. Okay. So those are the 3. I signed up for a combat engineer at MEPS. But the weekend before I was supposed to ship off, I got underage drinking charge. Ooh. So that was a fun call to my recruiter that Monday.
Oh man. Damn. Yeah,
so I had to go back to MEPS. I had to like wait all day just in that room, was watching Sports Center 20 times in a row. You know what I mean?
The same fucking episode over and over.
Yeah. This is in like October. This is like right at the end of the fiscal year. So even though I had a over like 110 GT score, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was anything, but the dude showed me the list, and it was like cook, infantry, artillery. Ooh. Which was in my mind was cool because I was like stuck between artillery and infantry to begin with. You know what I mean? Right. So I went artillery because I shipped out like a month sooner, and it just sounded cool too.
It does. Yeah.
And I asked my recruiter about it too. He said, like, even though it's like artillery, you're probably doing like infantry stuff. He said, like, he was rooming up with infantry dudes. So, like, going out patrols and whatnot. Hey, 1 second, let me find a sweatshirt.
Yeah, man, handle it. Too easy. So while he goes and does that, I mean, from the get-go, he knew that he wanted to be doing something versus just fucking, something that's going to be memorable, something that he can tell stories about when he gets older, when he has kids and grandkids. So I think that's fucking badass. I got a homie that's the same way, that, why are you going to join the military and not choose a combat MOS? You know what I mean? The whole point of joining is because you want to go blow some shit up, and go do some cool things and tell cool stories about. So that's just the way I think as well. So while Bo comes on back, I want y'all to know that, oh, there he is. He's back now. So Yeah, dude. I was just mentioning while you were gone that I got a good homeboy of mine, a brother pretty much, who he said the same thing as far as like joining the military. Like, he joined because he wanted to go do cool shit, that you'll never do as a civilian. So that's why he wanted to get in a combat MOS, hence artillery.
Yeah, definitely. Like, especially, like, it was like 2009. So like Iraq and Afghanistan, they're both going pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Bro.
So like, and like that had been going on since I was like 9/11 happened when I was 11, right? So like all growing up, it was just, you just hear about it in the background. So it's like, if you join up, you just expect you to be doing that.
It's so
but at the same time, you're like, this shit ain't gonna be going on for forever. So like, you want to get in while it's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something to it.
Well, what's cool is, you got to actually do your fucking job downrange. You know what I'm saying? As an artilleryman, that's few and fucking far between that motherfuckers that do that shit. Because I know on my first deployment, I didn't get to shoot. Only thing I shot was my M16. You heard right, M16. Big ass fucking goddamn musket. And then my second deployment was in Mosul, and we did shoot some rounds, but that wasn't our primary. Our primary was fucking route, or what they call it, PSD, personal security detachment post.
Oh yeah, details, security stuff.
Yeah. So gay shit. And and then my third one, I don't even count it as a deployment. That was to Afghanistan. Experiences will differ in Afghanistan. You could be in Bath and do nothing all day except go to the MWR and get yourself fat, or you could be out on a cop where you're fucking firing rounds day after day, after, like a video that I just saw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you went to basic training, you went to Fort Sill. They had
done I didn't actually. I didn't.
Where'd you? Oh, they had already broken up OSUT. That's right.
Yeah, they broken it up, and I went to Fort Jackson.
Oh my God, relaxing Jackson. Is it true what they say about that place, bro? That it's like calm, and the drill sergeant, so they might as well just give you a bag of Skittles and tell you be on your way.
It wasn't quite like that. They're definitely more like focused on like PT and shit at the time.
Okay.
They're like yelling. They weren't like too calm.
Okay.
It was strange. I remember I went to Fort Sill for AIT, like obviously, but I was seeing their soldiers in basic and like the starships getting ice cream and stuff. I was like, what?
Wow. Okay.
We didn't get ice cream at Fort Jackson.
Damn, God, because I went to the starships and we didn't have no ice cream, baby. I tell you what, dude, holy shit. That's ridiculous.
I mean, I thought it would be a lot worse because I was expecting like a Full Metal Jacket. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We all hope for that. And let's be real. We kind of wish we had that experience, right?
A little bit. I want to be punched in the gut, staying at attention though. That'd be a little.
Well, dude, there was this one dude, Pinto, that I was in basic with, and we had a drill sergeant back then, Drill Sergeant Bauer, and Pinto was like the smart ass of the platoon. And he said something smart ass to Drill Sergeant Bauer. Drill Sergeant Bauer said, "The fuck you say, Private?" He's like, "You can't put your hands on me." And he laughs. He's like, "Private, if I tell you I'm going to choke slam you, I'm going to choke slam you." No, you're not. Drill Sergeant Bauer just made like an immediate facing movement to the left, hand out, grabbed him, choke slammed the fuck out of him, left him on the floor. And Pinto just like got back a parade rest, like, okay, these motherfuckers are for real, and nobody said a goddamn thing because we kept shit in-house,
Yeah, why would you?
You got
that's just me personally, though. But there's always be probably one or two that want to.
It's part of the
fucked it up.
I just think it's part of the culture, though. Somebody's gonna pop off at the mouth and drill sergeant's gonna get busy. And I mean, that's just expected. It's just, I guess, in my mentality. Again, Full Metal Jacket moments, right? So you went to basic training, relaxing Jackson. What was the most memorable portion of that?
To me, climbing that tower, probably that was like the first thing we did. It was like 50 or 60 feet. I'm terrified. So like, I was like working my way to the tie my shoe and like go back a little bit. I was like one of the last people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I was scared shitless when they tell you to fucking lean back, make an L. I was like, oh shit. But
yeah,
I mean,
it was
it's
all
just a
windy up there
biblical,
too. It's like you about to blow off, and
right? And then drill sergeant's fucking threatening to pull your ass or to push your ass off of there. Shit.
yeah.
But after I did the first rappel, I wanted to do it again, but they wouldn't let us. Dude, how'd you handle the fucking gas chamber?
That oh man.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if they did it by height or whatever, but I was like one of the last people to leave. Two people in front of me, there's a female, she was like coughing like as we were leaving.
Yeah.
And she just like stopped in the middle, and like all three of us are still back there. And I just shoved all of them.
Bitch, get out the way.
It's crazy. It feels like you're like no air's coming in. You know what I mean?
Yes. For anybody who's never experienced CS or the gas chamber, every breath you take, it burns the inside of your fucking lungs. It just hurts so bad, bro. And then you're snotty, your eyes are crying. And what sucked was, I mean, the whole room was fucking full of gas. Yeah. I was like in the third iteration going in, and there was this one battle buddy I had. His name was Pop, and he was standing next to me. And they said, release your mask, and that's when you start with the soldiers your name, rank, and then the soldiers creed and all that good shit. All I know is I ran out of oxygen, So like, and as soon as I did that, like, oh my God, I'm dying. Because that's the closest you will ever feel to dying, I think.
Yeah, right. It felt like drowning or suffocating, something like that, Yeah. Like,
there's just no words that could fucking just the feeling. It's like suffocate, like drowning with acid in your lungs. I mean, that's what it felt like to me. But bro, I took a knee, and because I was literally dying in my head, and I was about to start running, and our drill sergeants told us from the get-go, if you try to run, we're gonna beat the fuck out of you. You're gonna tackle you, and so Pop put his hand on my shoulder, like, no, don't do a battle. And I'm like, I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm dying. And finally we got up and they walked us out, and we're doing the fucking arm movement, look like a fucking retard.
Yeah, flapping your arms like a bird.
Yeah, I guess
I swear they tell you to do that to fuck with you.
Just they can make fun of your ass while they're taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? Dude, but I made the biggest mistake you can in that gas chamber. I left my mask inside.
Oh.
I dropped it. Oh, bro. I had to go up there again and get my pro mask. Unfortunately, drill sergeants decided to play soccer with it, so they were kicking it all through the guy as I try to grab it, and then of course I finally grab it, put it on my face, and inhale instead of clearing it, so I get a fucking mouthful of CS.
You get all that shit.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, that was my biggest memory. So I'm sure that experiences differ.
Yeah, that reminds me of being on the gun line. You can handle that wolf pussy,
It's not so good. Oh God, wolf pussy.
That's I swear, it's like sometimes you exhale, it's like you just took a massive bong rip. Like, damn, that shit.
Dude, especially when we're in the Paladin. I came up in the Paladin itself. So like when I was doing the number one man job, which wasn't too often because we had a badass number one man, but he had a fucking time where he was allergic to the CVCs that they gave us. They're combat vehicle crewmen. They're like these zip up fucking bullshits that we wear in there. And he had an allergic reaction to it. So that I stepped up and went to go do number one man. I had a new respect for the number one man position, first of all, because those 155s, they do get heavy after a while.
Yeah.
But I started choking on that wolf pussy pretty fucking quick, man. Oh man, what's the cat's name? Gunner?
Sasha.
Close enough.
That's a good name.
So you did your time, your AIT, Fort Sill. Do you remember what unit what battery you were in?
I don't. Okay. I remember the picture that was like the Hellraiser dude.
The what?
Our picture was like the Hellraiser guy, right.
Damn, okay. Pinhead.
I forgot like which battery or which battalion.
Okay. Do you remember any of your instructors?
We had Sergeant Turner was my instructor. He was at, I think he had a 45D patch. So that was Colorado, right?
Well, it depends on when he was there, because I was in 4th ID when we were still in Fort Hood.
Oh.
And then 4th ID then picked up and left over to Colorado, and then 3rd ACR moved down from Colorado to Fort Hood, and they dropped the A, and now they're 3rd CR. So it could have been, depending on what unit or what battery, or what unit and what battalion.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I remember he showed us he got fucked up from an IED in Iraq. It hit this like big like I guess a piece of shrapnel, like a piece of bar, like punctured him in the back right underneath the IDA. Yeah, he showed us some wound of that shit. That was reality setting in a little bit, you know.
Real, and we're gonna get into that.
It's real, you know. He said he was on dismount patrol, and just IED went off behind them.
God damn, dude. And that's what's crazy is, especially, you know, being artillery, I thought we were going to be fucking shooting rounds all day. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
we only had very little necessity in Baghdad for artillery.
Yeah.
And so we had a hot gun and a cold gun, and everybody else, get your motherfucking ass out there on patrols. You know what I'm saying? What unit? Okay, so just out of curiosity, who was your smoke there at your AIT? Did you remember who your E7 was?
I don't remember his name.
Oh, okay. No, because I don't remember if Natividad was there during that time, but and then there was another fool, Woodbridge. Is it Woodbridge? Woodridge, something like that. Anyways, regardless,
we had I remember our senior was Senior Jackson. He was like what's it called? Golden gloves.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and he had like gold teeth and stuff.
God damn.
Nobody. I don't know what he did, or at the time I don't know what he did. You know, but he would just come in the morning, just smoke the shit out of us and leave. That's
good training. That's just good training, man. So
yeah, right.
Did you have any idea where you were going to go to after AIT? Did you already have orders of where you knew you were going to go to?
Yeah, I think we got orders like week 3 or 4 or something like that.
Oh shit! So where'd you get them to?
Let's see. I have my class went to Fort Campbell.
Okay.
Because that was like right before the whole division was about to deploy.
Okay.
Like 2010. So half them went to Fort Campbell. I got orders to Germany. That was like the rest of the class is going to Germany.
Nice.
A few were going to Korea, a few going to drum, stuff like that.
Right.
Like one to Lewis or something.
Holy shit! So you went to Germany?
I went to Germany.
But I saw, weren't you light?
Yeah.
So were you airborne?
No. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, so the unit I went to, they used to be first ID, so they were heavy. Then I think before their 2008 deployment, they had what's called a patch over. They took the first ID patch off, and they got a new one. It's one no one's ever seen. It's the Sword in the Mountains. And they became 172nd separate infantry brigade.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they used to be 17 FA and first ID. Now they went to 177 FA.
Orale, okay. 177. I thought 177 was at a Washington. You know what? Continue.
Yeah, right. Shit's always changing.
It really is, bro. The Army cannot fucking maintain one goddamn standard, man, at all. You know, just they gotta change shit.
Yeah. So they were paladins. Like by the time I got there, we had like my well, I guess I'll get into it. Yeah. But yeah, it was like the same thing, you know, like they didn't really shoot artillery because they went to Iraq every time, so they're heavy. So like one of my chiefs, he was there in like 04, you know. He said the way they did it, they had like a hot gun and it was just shooting all the time. And then the other gun was going out on patrol. You know what I mean? They just switch off doing that. And then after that, they're just doing, I think one of them didn't even ship the paladins, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, fucking so you what were your thoughts? Like, you know, what the basic meet your expectations, AIT meet your expectations? Was there anything that you didn't expect to get out of it?
Basic I thought was a little weaker than I thought it would be. AIT was all right. It's only like 5 weeks, so I didn't really know what to expect. It was cool that we went into like all the machine guns and shit, like right at the bat. Like Mark 19, 50, I had to break it down. We went to their ranges and stuff on them. We spent probably 2 weeks doing that.
Y'all didn't do that in basic?
We did a little bit. We didn't shoot the Mark. We shot the 50, but it was on like a T&E, you know what I mean? So it was like went up and but it's still cool to like feel that ground thump like 20 feet away, you know.
Shit.
We also shot the 240 in basic, but that was also in a T&E.
Oh God, yeah. That kind of takes away from it.
So,
dude, in basic training, we got tired of the fucking Mark 19 and the 50 cal because there was like a whole week, you know, of just training that shit in basic,
really?
right? Yeah, it's like they had to fill in dead air or dead space. So I remember our drill sergeant Cabrera, he comes like, "Hey, privates, today y'all get to learn how to play around with the 50 cal and the Mark 19." And we're like, "Fuck yeah," you know, hell yeah. Next day, "Hey, privates, if you didn't get a chance to mess with it, it's Tuesday. You get to play with the Mark 19 and the 50 cal." Like, all right, cool. You know, right on. Get a little more familiar with it. Bro, Thursday comes around already. "Hey, privates, guess what y'all get to fuck with today? The 50 cal and the Mark 19. We're like, ah, damn, again with this bullshit. This dude, we were so fucking tired of. There's only so many times you can go over load, fire, clear on that bullshit, you know?
Oh, you didn't even like take them apart? It was
we field stripped them. That's about it. And load, fire, clear it. It's just, how many times can you do it, bro? You know, how many times? Cowboy.
Weeks worth.
For real. What the fuck, dude? They're starting to fucking Jew me on this. Oh, sorry. I'm on my end is showing me that my time's running out. I've never done that before. Fucking bastards. But anyways, go ahead and continue. Tell me about so you get to your first unit in Germany. It was first time being, well, not obviously your first time traveling. I mean, you've already been around the you've already done some traveling by then, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Have you ever been to Germany or before?
Yeah, actually, right before 9/11, my dad he took us on a MAC flight. He just went like a few weeks of leave, took us on a MAC flight to Germany.
Nice.
Oh,
dude, I still haven't.
It was like August 2001, so it was like weeks before that shit.
Do you guys get to fly like in a C-17 or something like that on a MAC flight?
Yeah. I think it was like a C-17, and it just had like a few seats in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was loud. I remember. And he had to wear earplugs. No, I was like trying to sleep the whole time.
Doing your AIT, did your instructors play any fuck games with y'all? Like, basically use you all as like almost like for gambling purposes? Because I know for us, it was always a race. Oh, my private could set up that collimator faster than your private. My private could run those aiming poles.
They did do that shit. They showed the aiming pole, so I remember.
God damn, man. We were fucking just making the money. Oh, yeah. Man. Did you come in as an E1 or E3 because you had a high GT?
No, I came in as an E3 because at the time I had gone to college for like about a year. I was going to play basketball, but I dropped out. I wasn't ready for that shit. It was small time. It was D3. I just wasn't. High school just coasted, you know what I mean? I never did like homework or nothing. And by the time I actually had to like do that shit to maintain a grade, I just wasn't.
College wasn't for you, huh?
Not at the time, no.
So were your parents supportive about you going in the military though, knowing that the times that we were in? Yeah,
they were. They were obviously nervous, you know what I mean? Because like, well, you know, Iraq, going on. But yeah, my dad, they're supportive. Okay. They're supportive. So yeah, my dad was the one that told me to choose combat arms. You know what I mean? So
might as well be fucking ready for it. Yeah, too easy.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. You get to Germany. How long did you, from when you got to Germany, got to your first unit, before you deployed?
About a year. So okay, here's the thing. I got there. So they do it. I think they organize it differently in the States. We had 3 batteries, 2 platoons each, except for Alpha. Alpha had 3, the rest had 2. So I got assigned to Bravo battery. This was like on like a Friday. Like I showed up on a Thursday and a Friday I'm showing up, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I'm sitting outside like the training room in the morning. I remember just getting A's and T's for like everyone in their PTs. I don't know who was who because they're all PTs, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't even have like a unit patch or nothing.
Oh shit, you're fucking fresh fish, baby.
Yeah. So I get assigned to Bravo battery. At the end of the day, I guess radar platoon and HHB, but they're short Joes. Since I had a secret clearance, I got one at MEPS. They're like, hey, you're gonna be a radar operator now. I was like, fuck.
No shit.
So I go there. I'm there for probably like 4 or 5 months. No, probably like 3 months, I'd say. We had one field rotation in the summer.
Yeah.
It was about a month long. At that time, I think we're supposed to go to Iraq. I think they had like a contract, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you guys are going to Iraq every other year until this year. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think since that was winding down, no one kind of knew what we were doing. Like the rumors that we might go to Iraq, the rumors we might go to Afghanistan. Since it was that year, we're supposed to go anyway.
Okay.
So after the field, like a few weeks later, we find out we're going to Afghanistan, and also we're going to switch to being light infantry now. 119ers and 777s.
Yeah.
I'm still on radar at the time, so I'm like,
oh shit!
Okay.
So you haven't even worked on any artillery piece since you stepped foot. Oh shit!
A few weeks after that, they start getting Joes from AIT, so I get kicked to like training. I get kicked to the arms room in HHB. I'm kind of just, but I'm more or less just doing CQ and staff duty like 3 times a week.
Oh fuck that! That would have made me want to quit the army.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wasn't happy. But at the same time, I was so fresh. You know what I mean? I was just trying to just make do.
Yeah.
Also had some weird shit. Okay, so get this. So our barracks in Germany, it used to be like a tanker, like barrack place for Nazis. So there's like tank tracks, there's tank garages. Our barracks themselves were also used by Nazis.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I've been looking for memorabilia in there.
Oh, dude. They used to have the like the eagle holding up the little Nazi. Yeah, they had the eagle thing, but they removed the Nazi thing. So the eagle was still there, like right outside. But
dude, that's fucking wild, bro.
Yeah. And I swear, I don't know what was going on in my room, but there's some otherworld shit going on in there. Like
some paranormal shit?
Yeah.
Ooh, damn, for real. Give me an example. Now you piqued my interest on this one.
So there's one night, me and like 3 of my buddies from AIT, since all my buddies from AIT got assigned to Bravo pretty much, you know what I mean? So like I lived in the same floor as them. Even though I was in HHB, I was living in Bravo barracks. So I was kind of like, I was slightly unaccounted for. Yeah. Which had its own perks. But we're all sitting there watching TV late at night. And next thing you know, we had like a stack of cups and like a bottle of like Hennessy or something on top of the fridge. The cups are still in the bag. They go flying across the room and like hit the wall. And the bottle of Hennessy is like half on, like it's pushed, so it's like half on and half off the fridge, and like the liquid inside just going back and forth. Like someone just went up and snacked that as far as they could. Fuck that, bro. And all of us turned around like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Were y'all already drunk, maybe?
We were a little buzzed.
But not to the point where we were hallucinating.
Yeah, nah.
Everybody hallucinating the same shit.
But I think since we were all a little drunk, we were all like a little calm. Like delayed, you know what I mean?
So beer balls.
Dude. And then like shit, I swear my roommate, we just lived like in one room, you know what I mean? Like no kind of privacy, it's just like 2 beds. We would set up our like closets and whatnot so we wouldn't see each other when we were sleeping.
Right, you set up your fucking wall lockers, right?
Yeah. Okay. This is one night I had CQ, so I went back and crashed like an hour or 2, however long the NCO in charge gave me. Right. I leave and he thought I was still there, and my TV like just turned on this like static, like nothing was plugged in, and like the volume just started going all the way up. And he was yelling at me like, Bo, he's like, turn that shit off. Up and there's no one there.
Dude, fuck that. I'm done. I would have been gone, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, did you tell anybody about this shit?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I told my friends. I mean, I don't know. No one could really do nothing about it, you know?
You've been like, hey, Chief, can you go see if there's some hunting going on up at this motherfucker?
Yeah, hey, maybe I should have asked the chaplain, you know what I mean?
For real. That motherfucker, Nate. You know what? let's put his motherfucking faith to the test. Shit. Fuck the dumb shit. Holy. So when did you actually finally get onto an artillery piece?
So okay, so I'm in HHB doing orange room stuff. So we know we're going to we're gonna do deployment in the summer, right? Mm-hmm. But first, you know, all the units in Germany, I guess, are kind of known for doing like winter training exercises at Graf.
At Grafenwehr, yeah.
Yeah. So normally I think they do. Okay.
Hold that thought. Sorry about that. It's about to shut off on us. It just gave me the 60-second fucking it's called it's telling me I got a minute left. So what I'll do, we'll shut this one down. I'll shoot you the link. And then we'll start pick up right off of Graf. That's a good place to start off at. So gentlemen and ladies, if you're listening to this, thanks. Give me a second. You won't even notice it, but we'll be right back in 2 and 2. Are you?
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So here we go. We're going to continue with the Bo Buffkin ghost stories in Grafenwehr now. Now go ahead. You told us the ghost stories of the barracks. Now you were going to Graf for your wonderful winter training out there.
Yeah. Right. So normally I think it's like what, 2 months. I don't know what it is normally, but so yeah, they find out we're gonna go. We find out our battalion is going to switch over to light. I'm still in HHB and in the training room. Mm-hmm. And here, just a quick side note. So our winter training was going on for probably like a month, or probably 2 or 3 weeks, and I was still in HHB in the training room or arms room, whatever.
Right.
Here's who's in charge. It's me, an E3, and another dude, a specialist who had like deployed before, but he had issues. You know what I mean? He was fuzzy. Since the Graf is like 2 hours away from where our barracks were, I guess our battalion commander was nice, and he's like, so for the first like 2 or 3 months, we'll just we'll go to the field Monday through Friday, and we'll come home on the weekends.
Who was your battalion commander? That was so cool.
Cardoni.
Okay, so Colonel Cardoni, good looking out, man. That's good leadership there, man. I mean, fuck.
But for the next like 2 months or a month and a half, whatever, we're going to be there the whole time because it's the actual deployment training, I guess, technically. You know what I mean?
Well, so yeah. Let me ask you a quick question though. So, where were you at? What? Because like there's different towns where these spots are, right?
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was in Baumholder, huh?
I was in Schweinfurt.
Okay, Schweinfurt, got it. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Now we can continue.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're in Schweinfurt. We every like Monday, or it might have been like Sunday or something even. I think Monday. Yeah, Monday morning we get on the bus, drive 2 hours. Damn. Friday night, like late, get on the bus, get back. Hopefully right before the PX closes, we can grab a bottle. You know what I mean?
For real.
But anyway,
after they told y'all don't go buy alcohol, y'all still going to do that shit. I bet. Did they put it out there? Don't buy alcohol.
Here's the thing about being. So I first got there like a few days after I turned 20 in Germany, right? But since it's the weekend, I'd meet my roommate on a weekend. I was like, "Hey man, can you buy me a bottle?" At the shop that or whatever. He's like, "Dude, you're in Germany. You can just buy it yourself."
Wait, on post?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because they follow host nation rules, and nice. 16 for beer and 18 for liquor in Germany.
Dude, let me ask you: did you guys? Because when I was in Korea, we used to have rations. Like you could only buy so many amounts of alcohol and shit like that.
We had the card, but maybe
nobody
my
followed
whole time there. 2 people maybe asked me once. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh man. Yeah, we kept accountability of our ration. Like, hey, when was the last time you bought beer, fool? Hey, can you buy me a 12-pack? Shit. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty small numbers. I looked at it. I was like, man, at this rate, I'll be done with my ration card like this weekend. First of the month.
Holy shit. So so how was your training? Like, okay, so when you did that month training out there in Graf.
The story. I was still in HHP training room. Me and my buddy are responsible for taking the 203s, the nods, and like those green army boxes. What do they call them? Tough boxes?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So we take the boxes on, put them on underneath the bus, take them out when we get there. You know what I mean? Too easy. I get my stuff. My boy, I guess, forgot to get the 203s off the bus, which he doesn't notice until about 2 hours later when the buses leave and the fisters are asking for the 203s to get signed out for the field.
No fucking way. So y'all left the motherfucking 203s on the bus. When I say y'all, because both of y'all are in trouble for this shit now.
We're both responsible. But if it falls on his head, I get left alone, thankfully.
Who had signed the fucking, what is it, 2016 or whatever the fuck it was? Whoever signed for that shit.
He signed it. I'm too junior to be doing any of that stuff. I'm just, I'm there to do what he tells me to do.
There you go. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Did you guys recover them? Obviously, you must have.
Yeah, thankfully we did.
Did you guys happen to get it before it got higher though?
I mean, the colonel found out, obviously, because they're all there.
Yeah.
They, you know what I mean?
Now, what was the corrective punishment for that, if any?
Honestly, I don't remember. Because like a few days later, they tell me I'm going to the Bravo battery. Going back where you belong, essentially, Dude. But I go there right after they had done all their like 240 ranges, stick lanes, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'm going out there totally uninitiated on the 119er, like for the actual like shooting stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, I'm thinking about it because they converted from heavy to light, right?
Oh yeah,
So since that happened, I'm sure there were a lot of chiefs out there that were mechanized chiefs that probably had no fucking clue on how to work a 119er because you guys had the Alpha 2s, I'm still guessing at that time, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell you, I was one of those chiefs that I was paladin. Like my first 6 years, I chiefed on the paladin. That's what I learned on. And then when I got to Mosul, that's what I fired on. And then when I left there to go to Carson, I was going back to my first unit, which was 277. So I was like, oh shit, well, they're mechanized. That's my first unit. So I know they're mechanized, right? Wrong.
They switched too?
Yeah, they switched. I was wrong as two boys fucking. I get there and it's a motherfucking pea shooter, baby. I'm firing a fucking now, and I'm a staff sergeant, right? So I better know what the fuck I'm doing, or else I'm going to Shamo. And full transparency, I went to Shamo for like the first rotation of AS for our RTEP, but I eventually got on the gun. So then you got to learn on the 119er then, which came up.
Yeah, I started. Oh no, at AIT I was on the 777.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
Yeah, and so the Chiefs, like that fall, the line batteries, they each took like maybe like 1 or 2 day trips to like Grafenbeer to kind of to learn about the 119ers and 777s. Well, Alpha was 777s, Bravo and Charlie were 119ers.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so they kind of knew what they were doing by the time the actual field came along.
Okay. Were they fat bodies or in shape?
Yeah.
Were they fat bodies or were they in shape?
Some fat bodies, obviously, mostly in shape.
Okay, because I'm just saying, I mean, if they were a mechanized battery, gonna be a lot of fat bodies there.
Yeah.
Right on. So tell me about your experiences. Like, okay, when you got there, did you start from the lowest part, or what position did they end up putting you on when you first got to the gun?
Well, okay, the first thing I noticed when I show up on Monday morning to my platoon is like my platoon sergeant just doesn't like me. Apparently, he doesn't like people that are taller than him. Oh, shit. There's one other guy in the platoon who's taller than him, and he's like, "Yeah, man, he doesn't like people that are taller than him." Hudzik.
What's his name?
Hudzik.
Okay, no, I don't know.
Get this. I don't know. He probably doesn't listen, but apparently the word on the street was he was one of those 82nd dudes. You know what I mean? So he was there in the 90s. He went to Germany in like 2002, around then. So apparently he was having issues, or he didn't want to take his red beret off.
I gotcha. Oh, I fucking got those airborne fuckers. Who was your gunny?
We didn't get a gunny till a little bit later. Gunny Pettigrew. I think he's a first sergeant. He might be a sergeant major now.
Damn.
But he was like a 6-6 type guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My first sergeant was First Sergeant Jackson, who's a command sergeant major for First ID Division Arty now. So,
oh wow,
pretty high up there.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Right on. So tell me, you get to the battery, you get in. How were you, your platoon sergeant already doesn't like you, so
yeah. But you know, I do what I must. I'm thrown in with my chief, Sergeant Lau. He did his whole time in Germany from like 2003 to he got out like 2012, like medically. So all in Germany. He had a family and stuff, so it's easier for guys. There's actually a lot of people who stay in Germany for like years.
Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, but I mean, at least they deploy. Unlike motherfuckers in Korea that go and hide out over there and duck out of fucking deployments.
That. I would hate to go to Korea.
It's a beautiful place. It's just they go out there to hide from deployments.
Yeah. Like the military culture out there just sounds different.
Fucking pussies. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So I start from the bottom, just like pretty much when we lay, I'm like the base plate guy, you know what I mean? So I'm just at a powder monkey when we actually do shoot, which is maybe like once a day, shoot like 6 rounds.
No fucking way. That's it.
Yeah. But every day, I swear, like each week, maybe shoot 8 times, 10. That's like definitely no more than 10.
Dude, I'd go crazy with dry fucking fires.
Most of the time, I swear, we were just like outside the Humvees, standing around when it's snowing, you know what I mean? Just trying to stay warm. So we're like bullshitting a lot, walking around, you know, playing fuck games. Dude, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
You were out there in the fucking winter. I keep forgetting about this, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Did you guys move a lot, or were you just in place and stayed there for the full time?
We would in place in a new place each week. So we like in place, then we go set up the 20-man tent to sleep in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Set up the FCC tent.
Wait a minute. Y'all had fucking tents to sleep in?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like those big green ones.
Yeah,
like,
the GP mediums.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
now it got so cold, they'll get like below like 0 and below at night. So
okay, so they
make a heater set up. Except that heater wouldn't work all the time though. So
I don't know, man. I think they were setting y'all up for failure there, man. I mean, you're supposed to be sleeping under your net. What if you get a fire mission at 3 o'clock in the morning? I feel you though. I mean, try to get that frostbite. Anybody get frostbite while you were out there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe some people in like HHB or something, different batteries, but no one I knew.
So that cold that you experienced out there, new type of cold for you, huh?
Oh, hell yeah. That shit broke me. I was not. Yeah, since I grew up around DC, the coldest it got was like maybe like 30 degrees, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was not used to the cold, but that shit broke me though. Luckily, when I was in radar platoon, I had an NCO in charge. He was a former Marine, so he's pretty hard shit about stuff. Like he wouldn't let me wear my polypros in the fall. Like, nah, man, you gotta get used to this shit.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
You cheat your body sometimes.
It worked though. It works.
Dude, so all right, so you did your rotation. Any good stories from that time aside from fucking misplacing some 203s?
This one time for the actual like fields or not field, but the pre-deployment training, our smoke had spilled a gun position with like 10 like sandbag tall, like circle around the whole gun, like actually like dug in like machine gun nests.
Yeah.
Like it's World War II.
Wow.
We had to dig up a whole berm for our e-tools, pretty much convert them into sandbags to make this shit happen for them.
God
all
damn,
just to move like concrete boxes, dry around shit. That's when we're actually on the gun, like underneath the net the whole time. Because since we dug this stupid thing, and for this, we're gonna be there the whole time.
Jesus fucking Christ, Smoke. What the fuck was going through his head?
He's one of those dudes, man. He used to brag about back in the 82nd.
Oh, he would not get we used to dig trenches and have the foxhole ready. Make sure you put the grenade pit in there.
Yeah. He used to brag about the sight on the 119er. He said he used to spin it so fast it would break.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I would have called bullshit on his ass. Be like, all right, Smoke. You know what, Smoke? Who can verify your shit? Who can verify your shit?
Damn. Like, why are you like bragging about? I mean, I'm sure if I was this shoot, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, hey man, slow it down.
For real. You don't need to spin it that fast. Look, just aiming point identified. That's all you gotta do, Chief. Shit. So you started from the bottom, now you're here. So you did the powder bitch stuff, I'm guessing. You did the whole, did you do Advon where you got to go with Gunny and then scope out the site and prep, or y'all didn't have to do all that?
I think I did that like once or twice.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think we did it once, like practice, but I don't think we actually did it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Go out there, just lay down with the fucking compass, shoot your azimuth, put the fucking wire. Anyway, but okay. You get your orders. You're leaving on or about to this date. To when did you find out what fob or cop you were going to?
So when I first get to the platoon, my chief is like, "Hey, we don't know where we're going to, but we're going to somewhere bad." He's like, "We think we're all going to some place called Shkin." I guess it was like one of the first like it was like a CIA base. They put it like one of the first places they put up in Afghanistan, right in the border of Pakistan. Yeah, we get known in the summer that we're going to Paktika province.
Okay.
RC East.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly where yet. So we find out. So we think we're all going to someplace bad. I forget when we find out we're going to Fob Tillman. Had to be like sometime around the pre-deployment training. Say, hey, we're going to some place named Tillman.
Did you start doing any Googling about that place?
Oh yeah. There wasn't really much out because it was still like kind of early internet, you know what I mean? So like there's some stuff, but like not like a lot.
Yeah.
Even now there's like not too much, but I started Googling and we all started trying to figure it out. We keep hearing though that like places around the area are getting like overran or like attempted to get overran, like 100 dudes trying to take out an OP and then whatever.
Yeah, Afghanistan. One thing I learned is it's very different than Iraq. These motherfucking Afghanis, they give two fucks. They will charge in. I mean, that's what happened to that one cop, Keaton. You know?
Yeah.
So fuck.
Yeah, and it's like it's different too because it's like I feel like with Iraq, like shit wasn't really going on like on the base. You know what I mean? Like. You get IDF every once in a while, but like
not like in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's like really like small like pockets of area that are hot. You know what I mean? Because like in our whole like battalion, it was really only our battery that like ran into shit. Everyone else kind of had it. Like nothing happened.
No shit.
Even though they might be like small bases, just nothing happened.
RC East was a beast though too.
Yeah.
Because
even at Tillman. So sorry, we're So we find out we're going to Tillman. We're replacing the 101st.
100 and worse.
Let's see. Yeah, I was kind of curious if I was going to replace anyone from my AIT, but I never found. No, at least by the time we got there, there might have been someone who left early. You know what I mean? But no one I knew.
What year did you get to Afghanistan?
2011.
Okay, and when did you leave? In 2012?
Yeah, summer. Did a whole year.
Oh no shit.
Get this. It was like probably I think it was like 11 months, like 14 days, some shit like that. You know what I mean? But it was like a few days short of getting a second star on the
no OEF shit. Award.
Yeah, but get this. So after deployment, I get sent to S1 because my GT score. Because our unit. What do you call it? Spoiler alert, my unit gets disabandoned.
What?
We find out downrange you're getting disabandoned and they're shutting down Schweinfurt.
What the fuck? That first of all blows fucking balls. But RC East in 2010, 2011, right to 2012. Yeah. Okay, bro, I was in JAF in 2012. I worked in a fucking A-lock there. So I literally was there as motherfuckers were coming and going. I was there till I want to say June. In June, I ended up going to fucking Fob Gamberry.
June of 11?
Huh? No, June 2012.
Oh, 2012.
Yeah, okay. So you were there 2012, right? Till 2012?
Yeah, I went July 2011 to We got back in July 2012.
Okay, so yeah, we probably crossed paths out there because did you guys fly into Jaff and then go to Bagram on your way home?
On our way home, we went to Bagram. We might have went to Jaff. I'm not sure. I don't know if we went straight from Bagram to Manas or not. I forgot.
Do you remember? So were you there when fucking what the fuck is the name of that fucking, was it Hanukkah Miracle that got fucking hit at the AHA? Dude, I can't remember what it was, but I remember there was a unit that got hit out there. They lost two NCOs, but I can't remember where they were at. God damn it. Anyway, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, it's summer 2011. Going to Tillman. We go from, since we're in Germany, we go to like Ramstein or something like that.
Right.
You know, to Manas, to Fob Salerno, Fob Sal, to what's that place? I can't remember. The big air base in our province, Sharana, Fob Sharana.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we get flown out in helicopters to Tillman.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah. So like, okay, so the whole like transition, you know what I mean? Like we see the mountains, but they're like way off in the distance. You know what I mean? Like very far away.
Shit.
And then when we get flown to Tillman, it took us like a few days. Like we'd be in a flight line, get canceled. We don't know why. And the whole we found out it's because it's IDF and shit. You know, they're not flying people in.
Right.
And yeah, we're getting spooked up. We're getting spooked the whole time. Yeah, even like our first sergeants were spooking us. Like I had a buddy who committed suicide right after pre-deployment training because he had shit going on at home, like back in the States. Yeah. And our first sergeants were kind of like fucking with us a little bit, like spooking us, like not all y'all gonna come back. You know what I mean?
Right. Damn.
Even like the 101st guys, like in like Fob Salerno, they're like, shit, Tillman, make sure you know your 9 line like by heart.
No shit. Dude, I mean, after I saw that video, I was like, fuck, these motherfuckers were getting hit almost all the fucking time.
Yeah, it was every other day. They went to every day. And then like January and February, not shit happened because it was like frozen, you know. Mm-hmm. March rolls around. Yeah.
So were you like on the southern side of RC East? No,
we were like directly east. We were 2 kilometers from Pakistan.
Okay, because I had my homeboys out there. They were in Monty. They were out there at Monty.
Oh yeah, I think that's a little north of where we were.
Okay.
So I guess we were probably like more like southeast.
Okay. Because it was Cop Monty that they had, and they had I can't remember. Joyce was another one.
Yeah.
I mean, and those motherfuckers were, and they were like in the middle of the fucking, it looked like not desert, just fucking forest all over the place and indirect all the fucking time.
Yeah, the mountains, man, it's too easy, especially since they put them, for whatever reason, they put the bases at the bottom of the mountains.
Go ahead, man. You right. Dude, did you guys, so how many rounds do you guys remember firing out there?
We fired 3,600 between our 2 119ers. We got a 777, we got a 777 flown in probably like 4 months before we left.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Well, we don't know why. It was like, you guys are getting a our gun line was already small enough. We like barely had room. You know what I mean? And plus, I hate the 777. I hate it. It's all electronic. So what happens when your slave cables get hit by shrapnel and you can't get your replacements?
Now, thank you for bringing that up.
It's just a big paperweight at that point.
Thank you for bringing that up. Now, on the 777, do you think motherfuckers know how to work that bitch manually without digital?
They won't even let you, I believe, because if it's not verified digitally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not unless you're getting overran and you're like direct firing.
Yeah.
You know?
Killer Junior that ass. Oh, dude. Fuck yeah. Any fire missions that stand out to you? Like, tell me about your experience. Let me rewind a little bit. Tell me about like, okay, your flight out there. Like, you know, what was going through your mind?
We get flown out at like 2 a.m. So it's like really dark. I can kind of see the outlines, like mountains. And it was like a 45-minute flight. It felt like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Felt pretty far. I remember like our smoke, I got there like a week or two prior. You know what I mean? It's like Admon.
Yep.
So we get dropped off, and it's like a blackout fob. You know what I mean? So like no lights. There's like nothing running. It's just like quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like pitch black, and the mountains are like right freaking there. You know what I mean? Like we look up and I see a mountain, and I'm like, oh fuck. Like, I felt a little bit over my head at that point. I was like, oh shit.
Right, shit got real.
Yeah, our smoke was fucking with us a little bit. He's like, come in, get down, snipers and shit. You know what I mean? We had an OP at the top of the mountain. I didn't realize at the time, but we had an OP up there. So
dale. That's funny. That's funny though. You got to give it smoke. That was funny.
Yeah,
so
that was funny.
What was your oh shit moment? Like, this is fucking real.
Yeah.
It, like, before you got there?
I saw the mountains, I thought I was gonna fucking die there. I was like, I'm gonna die here. You know what I mean? I'm in over my head.
Fuck.
But so we get into our choose. We bed down for a few hours. And I wake up this in the morning to I couldn't tell what was going on, but the guns, the 101st guys, they're shooting what's it called, wrap rounds, J wrap rounds, in support of Marga, because they're getting Alamo drill or Alamos.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And since they only had mortars, we used to. Tillman was in wraparound distance, so they would shoot IDF for him.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. I think they're like 18, 17 KOA, something like that. Right at the edge of wraparound distance.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, so I wake up to just them. I think they're shooting like 25 now and fire for effect type shit. So I just hear boom, boom, and and then Tillman itself started to get IDF. So I wake up to like that too, like the building shaking a little bit. I'm just in bed. I'm in bed still with one of the FTC guys like underneath me. I'm like, what are we supposed to do?
Holy
Our
shit.
chief's like like somewhere else, you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on. I'm like,
How big was this cop that you were at?
It was pretty, I'd say it was like medium small. It was like the size of a football field.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, damn.
But it had been there since like 2002 or 3. So the head is pretty dialed in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they even they had done like on-site recovery, or what do they call it? Like after you fuck dudes up and you find their stuff and see what they got.
That's a good question. I'm not too sure. We'll just say what you just called it. Outside recovery.
Yeah, but they found like ranger books, you know what I mean, of like our base and like distance and like how to, because they used to like send people there to get like trained on IDF, and they get sent elsewhere throughout Afghanistan or the world, maybe, who knows.
Fuck. So
we were like a target pretty much for
fucking what it sounds like, dude.
Yeah, because
a couple of the guys, because I shared that video onto the Facebook for the podcast, and we had a couple of people hitting me up like, hey, I was there during this time and that time. That place was no fucking joke, and all, like, damn, dude, like fucking legit fucking hard charging motherfuckers.
Yeah, that video is cool. I'm lucky. We're lucky. Elo, our gunner, had a camera and got all that shit recorded over a few days. But what sucks though is, I don't know why, but that thing on top of the 119er, that square thing, the round calibrator, I don't know if you use one of those.
Yes.
You're supposed to take them off after you calibrate the rounds, right?
Yes.
Our smoke had us keep them on for like 2 weeks afterwards. Why?
Dude, all that does is it's a chronograph.
It just jiggles it, right? And just fucks it up. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, because all it does, it just measures. If I remember correctly, it's to measure the fucking speed that the fucking round is coming out of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
what the chronograph is for, at least to my knowledge, from what I remember. I might be wrong. It's two boys fucking. I'm sure somebody will let me know. But yeah, dude. Why? What the fuck? What do you think? That you can use it for direct fire or some shit? What the fuck?
No, it was just like a normal. Like, we got a new lot of HE rounds, we got to calibrate them, and he's like, Smoke was like, we were done. He's like, hey, keep that shit on there. We're like, why? He's like, just do it. pretty much.
Roger
That
Smoke.
shit lasted until our first sergeant and BC came. They came and visited us probably like 4 or 5 times throughout the year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just like to see our morale, I think, more or less. But they sell that shit and like, take that shit off. You know?
Yeah, I mean, your chief should have been like, hey, Smoke, can I talk to you real quick? Why the fuck we have this on here? I mean, was he thinking to deflect bullets?
Yeah, I'm sure they did, but you know, Smoke says, Smoke does.
True. I had one Smoke, man. Smoke Simon. This motherfucking goddamn midget ass motherfucker. What's up, Smoke Simon? If you hear me now, I think last time I heard he was a first sergeant. This motherfucker, he looked just like I don't know if you ever fucking watched a show called Different Strokes, but anyways, he looked just like one of the characters of the "What you talking about, Willis?" I used to always clown with that shit. But fucking that motherfucker during NTC, one of our NTC rotations, which would be kind of like your graph.
Yeah.
I did everything to the T like he told me to do it in the gun trucks. We were going through some gun truck lanes. We get fucked up in the gun truck lanes, and he's chewing my ass out. This motherfucker did not like me, and it's cool, you know what I'm saying? It's all gravy, baby. He's like dogging me, and I'm like, Smoke, I did exactly what the fuck you told me to do, Smoke. You know, and we just going back and forth. He's like, look, Lopez, I'm Smoke. I ain't never wrong. All right, Smoke, you got it. So once I heard that, it was his way of acknowledging, like, you right, motherfucker, you right, but I'm not going to say you right in front of all these Joes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it turned into. And I get it, you know, I get it. After some time in rank, I was like, okay, I got you, Smoke. Maybe we should have took this offside somewhere else, you know? Yeah. But still, dogging me in front of my Joes too, I ain't no bitch either. I'm a man before anything else.
Cuts both ways.
Fucking Smoke. Dude.
Yeah, man, I did not like our Smoke. This is probably the worst thing he did. Okay, so I'm going all over the place, but
that's all good, baby. That's how we do it on the gun line.
So it's like our last week there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, bad dudes, let's see that there are new unit patches walking around. So they want you know, pepper them up a little bit, you know what I mean? It's kind of test them out a little. So we're getting like IDF and like stand twos and whatnot, like every day. Since we're artillery, we're the last ones to leave Tillman, you know?
Okay. Yep.
Because we're like the you know, main pulse of that. Without artillery and the OP, that place is definitely getting overran.
It's getting overran. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like the last week, we all just want to leave like in one piece. I think I'm gonna die because it's like that's the only other time I really thought that I was gonna die, because it was, you know, the last week. It's like, of course I'm gonna get fucking killed the last week.
Right. It's like, you know,
you're getting IDF like all day. And
if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen in the next couple of days, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we had a pretty busy morning. We set to get rid of our gunnage, and like we had a Humvee of a trailer. We would drive it up to the burn pit, throw it in there, you know what I mean? And eventually someone would burn all that shit.
Right. So
we had gunnage, you know, all over the place. Our Smoke was like, hey, clean this shit up before you guys go get chow or whatever, breakfast chow. And me and the other chief, Sergeant Lau, he's like, hey man, this shit's been like hot all morning. Let's just wait a little bit and do that. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So we go get chow. While we're at chow, a rocket comes in. It was all 107s that they shot at us. So
God damn.
Rocket comes in, hits right between the guns. Peppers up the Humvee, like flattens all the tires, you know, gets shrapnel.
Yeah.
Our Smoke finds out, he's pissed. He's like, why the fuck were you guys not throwing away the gunnage? And then get this, he tries to write off a statement of charges on us.
Get the fuck.
And then he has the audacity. Okay, so our Sergeant Lau was like, hey man, if we were doing that shit, Bo and I, we both would have been dead or something, you know what I mean? And
right.
he's like, he says, Chief, this is war. Soldiers die during combat or something like that. You know what I mean? That chief takes off his helmet, like throws it down, and is just like cussing him out and shit, and has to like walk away because he's a big Samoan dude. You know what I mean?
Oh so shit! Okay, done. You ain't fucking with a Samoan. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. I'm just,
and that's like the last week too. When we all just want to get home. So
yeah, bro.
that's actually, yeah, you know, I'm cool. Fuck this dude.
Yeah.
On there.
The audacity, like you said, of that motherfucking smoke, trying to fuck, instead of being like, hey man, good call, you know, yeah, motherfuckers die at war, but shit, if we can somehow by some miracle it didn't happen, I'd be like, all right, cool, man. You know, as long as y'all get it done sooner or later, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right.
What a piece of shit. Is he still in?
I think he's out. I think right after, I think he went to like ROTC in Pennsylvania somewhere, and I think he got out.
Who was your battalion sergeant major?
Sly.
Never heard of him. Damn. Artillery is such a small world, you know that.
Yeah. Especially in Germany, it's like really insulated.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, a lot of our first sergeants were all sergeant majors were all Masons too. So all black dudes.
So
all
they were all black, right?
Yeah.
They were all black. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's what, you know what? Now that you brought that up, well, not that you brought that up, I'm going to bring something up. Here's one thing I realized about mechanized artillery or heavy artillery within itself. It's a lot of diversity there, you know, versus you go to somewhere like a 119er unit. That's a 119er unit per se.
Yeah.
You know, that's been originally a 119. It's going to be a lot more less diverse. You know what I'm saying? For
more like good old boys
and
that stuff. More like good old boys and
yeah. Okay. There's not a lot of brothers, is what I'm saying, you know. But you know, like one thing I did notice, like in Korea, there's a lot of brothers. In a lot of the mechanized units, like when I was in Fort Stewart, a lot of brothers. So yeah, that's crazy. And yeah, traveling men as well. They're in that fraternal order. I may or may not be part of that fraternal order. You know, only some know. So, anyways,
yeah.
So, dude. Yeah. So, dude, I'm just. So, you guys, zero casualties while y'all were out there?
Yeah, thankfully. Get this, we had a guy. Yeah, I don't know how we all made it. I thank God personally, but our first week there, we had a Moscow incident.
Oh shit!
A rocket 107 came into an A&A hooch like through the front door while they're all in there.
Ooh, shit!
So that was like 5 KIA, like 18 wounded, just right out at once, you know.
Yeah. Oh. Fuck.
Our medic, he's brand new too, just like I was. Mm-hmm. Since it's a Moscow, there's only like what three or four medics like in the whole base.
Fuck, dude.
We see him afterwards, and he's just like covered in blood, like 1,000 yards there, smoking a cigarette, listening to music, like just like damn, dude, it's just real.
Yeah, dude.
That was our first week too.
Fuck, if that sets the standard for the rest of your fucking deployment, you know, it's funny that a lot of motherfuckers, you know, joke about it, you know, like complacency kills. It really fucking did. At least in Iraq it did, because you just become really complacent because of the missions you would go on. But I mean, where you were at, it was different because you were actually on a file that's getting hit. Now, were y'all getting hit daily, or like how often would you go between fucking IDF?
I'd say it was probably every other day. Some months it'd be like every day.
It looked like they had y'all dialed in pretty good too. They were hitting that gun line.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're definitely aiming for the gun line. You know what I mean? Like they're accurate enough that you could easily tell.
Shit. You guys have any direct fire incidents with there?
Nah, the closest we got was extreme like high angle like mortars, because they were hitting the OP from Pakistan. So we had to shoot like over the mountain, pretty much directly airburst because politics. So we can't have rounds land in Pakistan. But they can land in the air in Pakistan and explode.
Did you guys have any fucking A&A artillery there?
We had no, we had A&A with a Dishka tower behind the gun line though.
Okay.
They went off because we had a few incidents where they got close enough with like PKMs and stuff, you know what I mean?
Oh shit, okay. So
they were going off. I couldn't see what was going on, but that tower is going off at least. They could see something.
All right. God damn, dude. I'm sure you were happy to fucking get the fuck out that goddamn out that copper fob once it was done.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy, but it was kind of like was weird. It's like you got like I want to say like addicted to the adrenaline, but you just like got used to like you're actually doing your job. Like to an extent, that was a little fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
You can't explain that to anybody else, bro. That people in the civilian sector will not get that. The only ones that get it are those that do those high risk type of activities, like jumping out of airplanes, bungee jumping, that adrenaline rush. Getting that and sustaining that, for it's different when you come back. All right, so we're gonna do one more segment because it's kicking me off again for some reason.
Okay.
Are you cool with that? Well,
yeah, I'm cool.
All right, perfect. I'll send you that new link here in a second.
All right, sounds good.
Hey, what's up, Gunline? You're here listening to the third part of the fucking story of Bo Buffkin. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Really a cool fucking story, man. Hearing them from private to, from pre-fucking military during, and now we're going to go ahead and talk about, redeploying and coming back coming back home. I mean, I don't know much about him, so we're going to go ahead and discuss that and get to know him a little bit more. Just waiting on him to accept the invite, and then we'll go from there. I apologize for the breaks in between, but it's because for some reason, I don't know exactly what's going on, but for some reason, it's kicking me off after the 40 minutes. So when that happens, I have to resend out an invite to the guest.
Okay.
So, I'm recording already. That's why I'm just explaining to the folks. So now we are back. We got Bo. Did you need me to pause it for a second to talk about anything, or?
No, we're good.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and continue now with the life of Bo out in Stan and wrapping up from here. Go ahead, pimp.
Okay. So shit, what was the last thing I was saying?
We're talking about okay, so the last thing I said was something along the lines like I'm pretty we were talking about the adrenaline rush of like constantly being on it.
Yeah, like I'm not even one of those like adrenaline type of dudes, you know what I mean? Like I don't do it skydiving or whitewater rafting. I chill mostly,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something about when you're just like doing your job, you know what I mean? And like every day actually matters, you know what I mean? Like you get back and you feel like like even while you're there, you feel like you're living on borrowed time.
Yep.
So, but then like getting back to like garrison life, like that was rough. That was really hard to deal with. I got kicked off the gunline too. Not kicked off, but since
reassigned.
Since the whole unit was like shutting down, they needed. I got sent to first I was doing the little details like TA-50 warehouse stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that was not good. I was trying to at this time I was a little more wise though, so I could like kind of bullshit. I could sham pretty well.
Right.
Especially since like TA-50 warehouse was on the other side of the city.
Oh, okay.
I had to take a bus to get there. I didn't have a car. So I was like, hey, I got this going on. I got I'll make like appointments for physical therapy and just like immediately cancel them. But I had that sheet and show it to my command. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I got these appointments.
Hey, this motherfucker sounds shamtastic, baby. Damn. I mean, but I get it. I do get it because you're coming back from having that. Okay, so this is the way I kind of to try to let people into at least how I perceived it.
Yeah.
While you're out there, when you first get there, your body kind of like the stress level starts to become something you're used to. You know what I'm saying? So not just the stress, but the pressure. And it's just like your body gets naturally used to it. So you don't notice that you're always on guard anymore. You don't notice that you're the mentality that you had when you first got there, when you were nervous, is not the physical portion of it is not there. It's just that you got used to it. So when you get back and you're still high strung and your mentality is still the same as over there, and people don't understand that we gotta slowly regain our civilian or non-war fucking point of view or mentality, if you could say. So it's like a light switch. You got to turn it off, and unfortunately it's not that easy to do.
Right, especially when you're doing like menial stuff, you know what I mean?
Well, what you said something was where you said living on borrowed time, right? One thing that I learned, and I don't know how you feel about this, was I didn't realize how much time I was wasting living.
Yeah.
Until I realized I could have been dead in a heartbeat, you know? So go ahead.
Yeah. Like I think like you learn that you think about that while you're there, you know what I mean? Like you realize like how precious life is. And I think at least for me, I was sitting like kind of like I was raising the bar a little bit for like when I get back. Like when I get back, I'm gonna like, you know, cherish life more, stuff like that, make the most of it. But then you get down on yourself because you're doing like petty shit. So you don't feel like you're doing anything. So I think you start to drink a lot. I mean, that's what I did. And it just tumbles out of control a little bit.
The hard part is,
or a lot of it, depending.
Well, the problem is that we feel like we're not being productive. You know, there's no goal. In other words, I mean, that's how I feel, at least. Like my biggest issue since I became a civilian was the structure is not there anymore. You know, I knew what was set out, you know, up to fucking 6 months ahead of time because I would go to the fucking meetings and we knew what was coming up down the pipeline, you know? And over here, like I go to work and it's just civilian life is fucking boring to me. But I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it's what you make of it. But I just haven't been able, for example, with this podcast, what I like is that I'm able to meet other fellows like yourself, you know, other brothers out there that I can shoot the shit with. I mean, I can't have this conversation with a fucking civilian. They'll probably think we're fucking crazy. You know what I mean? You know, because honestly, we're laughing here about you possibly getting your ass fucking turned into shredded cheese because of a fucking rocket, but you decided to go get chow. You know what I'm saying? But we're over here like thinking like some civilian will be like, God damn, that's scary. Yeah, but nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So you can laugh about it. So anyways, so you came back and you got you're you know, you're going through your fucking motions. You're married right now, you say?
Here's the other thing. Sorry, I got demoted downrange too. So like, you know, while I'm there, I'm hitting my 2-year mark, you know. Didn't get a waiver, they weren't giving out waivers to anyone. So 2-year mark, I hit specialist. But this is at the same time as sequestration, right? So in order to re-enlist, you got to be at least a specialist.
Okay.
I'm holding on to specialist for about a month now. I'm with my buddies. We all came in at the same time, so I got promoted at the same time. It's February. There's not a lot going on. There's starting to be rumors like, hey, you guys might be, you know, humping the 60 up and down with the infantry guys. So just be prepared because we're not doing anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we're kind of just trying to find time. Hold on one second.
Yeah, man, I got you. Oh man, so just chilling here and just listening to this guy's story. It's fucking great, man. I'm digging it. I hope you all are too. Make sure y'all go visit one of our great friends, Redleg Custom Woodworks, for a beautiful artillery round like that one right there. Custom made 105 with the fucking logo, the 2 square, and it's beautiful. So y'all make sure y'all go check out redlegcustomwoodworks.com.
Okay.
I took time to go ahead and plug the homie.
Oh, okay. So, cool. Yeah, it's nice looking around.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, that shit is nice. 105, and it fucking fits to the specs, bro. Like it fits on my old powder, on my old can.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
But, oh yeah, you never seen it, have you? Because you only listen to it?
Yeah. I listen to, I can listen to podcasts at work, so
yeah,
he got the emblem on it too. Nice.
Yeah, he put the logo on there, and then he put the lot as on the Gunline on TGL.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Oh, it's
so
slick.
Dude, I mean, he gets down, and bro, check this shit out. So this canister was given to me by my homies in Kapmani after they had a couple of direct fires, and this one has 3 kills on it, so they let me have this one. But yeah, dude, so I mean, it fits literally right on it, like it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you could shoot this bitch if it had powders.
Yeah, you probably could.
For real.
I'm sure someone could figure out a way. I just love that thing.
If there's ever a way to figure something out, a 13 Bravo will do it, especially a E1 to E3. They will make that shit happen. MRE bombs, they'll figure it out a way. All right, so you're back into garrison life.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah,
humping around.
So, it's like February, January back at Tillman.
Okay.
Hit my 2-year mark. I'm thinking about re-enlisting. You know what I mean? So
right.
Like, shit, I'm in this. You know what I mean? I'm actually doing my job. So I'm like, I think I'm going back and forth with it. And cut to one day, they had us. Okay, I don't know who this is. Honestly, bad leadership, but they had 4 Joes out on the gun line by themselves. They're going to test out the new IDF alarm, and they want us to see like if we could hear it, what it sounded like. But we were out there for like 2 hours just by ourselves. Naturally, things start to happen. You know what I mean? Joe gonna be Joe. So we had this. We used to pass the time by having we just like piece of plywood, and we had like ninja stars and like throwing knives.
Hey. Yeah,
we would throw at the boards like in downtime. You know what I mean? We had to stay out there. One of these fools gets a bright idea of, hey, I'm gonna cover my nuts in my hands, spread my legs, and I want you, the other guy, to throw it between my legs.
My fucking God. Did he get circumcised?
No. He threw 2. And they went right between, you know what I mean? Like I was like, oh shit. But me, okay, so there's 4 of us. There's 2 doing that, and me and the other guy are like, we're like, hey, we can't tell you not to do this because we're the same rank. But like, if you all get fucked up, but we told you not to do this, like on record, you know what I mean?
Right.
We told you. So, of course, things happen. The next one he throws hits him right in the thigh, and his pants starts turning red. You know what I mean? We thought it might have hit his femoral.
That's the first thing I'm thinking of.
So we put him down, put a tourniquet on him, you know what I mean? And call a medic. And while he's like bleeding like crazy, he's like, guys, Smoke doesn't have to know about this. We can make something up.
Really?
Nah, man, we can tell the truth. Like I forgot what we said. I don't know if we told him to tell the truth or not, but I'm pretty sure we told him to tell the truth. But he's gonna do what he's gonna do. So he gets carried off. He told him that he was trying to jump over the gun, like near the trails, and he tripped and fell like at the tip of the trails where the pole goes in. You know what I mean?
Okay, gotcha. Did they fall for it?
The medics they thought it was like a through and like in and out, you know?
Okay,
so yeah. It was like 2. So they're like trying to feel it, you know, like, it's not connecting. So it's eventually, you know, they're like, hey man, the wound doesn't really make sense for what you're saying happened. Like, so on the fentanyl lollipop, he tells them the truth, you know?
Oh shit. So
we had already gone with the lie because we're not about to rat him out, you know what I mean?
Right.
We wanted the lie. He came up with that lie before he got carried off. So we're like, well, gotta, you know. So we all get demoted for lying to an NCO. We got demoted over Skype in Afghanistan from our first sergeant, and the call kept going out. You know what I mean? The call kept going. So it was like a 30-minute affair, and we was like, at one point we just like heard them, like we went out, but they didn't. Fuck, like this fucking shit.
Oh shit!
That's a comedy in the making. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we all got demoted. So the idea of re-enlisting goes out of my head. But at the time I wanted to, but when I get back, I probably got E4 like 6 months before I get out. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Wow, dude. I'm part of the demoted club out in country. I didn't get demoted per se. They just flagged me. So,
okay.
But I did catch my Article 15 out there. I was in Baghdad, and I got fucked up on some fucking moonshine that my homeboy had got from North Carolina. It was good. I had never had moonshine before. I don't know about moonshine. I'm from the city, you know. I'm supposed to hear this shit.
I had moonshine like once when I was like 18, and it's different. You don't realize it because it's so sweet, and right. I would think like the time I thought moonshine would be like bitter, like.
Bro, I mixed it with Rippets. There's nothing more army than that shit right there.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get more military than mixing moonshine with Rippets. I got fucked up. I missed movement the next day. Fucking it was just a long mess. So they got me with the, you know, fucking 44, was it 45 and half a month's pay for 2 months. So they got me with that. But I mean, dude, 45 days restriction. I'm on a fucking fob in Baghdad. What am I restricted to? My fucking room? Oh no. And then 45. No, what did get me was the extra duty. Because out there, fucking full battle rattle, bro. Fucking walking around and filling sandbags.
Yep, that's what we had.
D-wire. Fuck that. Trip wire, all that shit.
Rattle too, yeah. In Iraq, no.
I ain't about that life, bro. And this happened in May. And so luckily, though, they flagged me. But if this was like about at the 1.5 year mark that I was in the Army. So, and then the flag went off, or the flag came off my ERB. So I still got my automatic specialist at 2 years. So,
okay.
dude, everything went perfect, but I learned my fucking lesson, bro. Because after that, I got back and I went to Korea. I made 5 over there. And then, so I made 5 and 3, and then I made 6 and 4. And,
okay.
yeah, I was fast tracking like a motherfucker,
yeah,
dude.
That's pretty high speed.
Trying to, but the thing that fucked me was I suck at PT. I am the first to admit I am shit at PT, especially when it comes to runs.
Yeah, it's hard, man. We were doing like after our field exercise, we had probably like a month or two between deployment or between field and deployment. Yeah. The whole time we are doing PT like 2-3 times a day. So we do a PT test right before I leave, and shit, I maxed it out. I got like 299. I was like 4 seconds short of maxing the run.
Damn.
But yeah.
So, dude,
all of us were like just crushing it. You know what I mean? Because they're like Afghanistan, you gotta get used to the elevation. And,
yeah.
You know, so we're gonna be PTing the fuck out of you. But when I first got to the unit, though, I was getting like 190. You know what I mean? Like barely passing,
barely making the standard. But see, that's the thing about being a light fighter, though. In light artillery, you gotta be fit. I mean, it's a stereotype, but it's true. Light fighters need to be fit.
I mean, yeah, they're like, we're doing like 5x5 sweeping zones every now and then. You know what I mean? So especially at high angle. Oh, I went through so many pants the last like month or two, just high angle all the time.
God damn.
It's funny. I got a story that we showed up to Sharana, like the whole battalion meets up at the end, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm on my very last pair of pants, and it's got a rip from my crotch all the way down past my knee.
Oh shit.
And there's nothing I could do about it. No, everyone in our platoon was like under like 5'11" for the most part, except for Corporal Norbit at the time. He was like 6'4", but he didn't have any pants either, and he was on his last pair, so I can't just take his, you know, like
right.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to think. One of my drill sergeants was a first sergeant at that time, and I don't know if he was in that unit you're talking about. But fuck. Was there a showmaker by any chance around there? A first sergeant showmaker?
I used to like SH.
It's spelled like shoemaker, but it's pronounced showmaker. He was a bald-headed white dude, glasses, cool as fuck though. But as my drill sergeant, ooh, not the cool. Well, I mean, he was just funny as fuck. And our CSRS. I was just thinking about that because I'm trying to think of the units as they were coming and going. Like I said, I worked at the A-Lock. So I got to see when motherfuckers were coming and going. And but anyways, you were saying.
Oh, and that's another story. Sorry, all over the place, but
it's all good.
You know, what is it like Bagram? Is that the place where you're supposed to like give up all like you gotta make sure you don't have any ammo on you, like you're gonna go through the X-ray, and if you get called at ammo, like you're pulled up. Yeah, like Manas, I think, right?
That's I think it is in Manus. Is it? Wait, Manus? Y'all call it Manas. I was always calling it Manus. Yeah, fucking. Is it there where we go through customs?
I would think so, because that's like the last. Because that's like you're going back to your unit after that. I think so. I think it is because it's big Air Force. Yeah, it's got to be Manus.
It's got to be in Manas, as you call it. Yeah, Manas. Yeah. It's got to be there.
So they give you that whole spiel about making sure you don't have like a loose round in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We're back, and like 2 months later, or like not even that, like 2 weeks later, my buddy, my homie Gilliams is like, it's like, dude, he's like, come in here. He like go in his room, he starts stuffing out of his backpack like Delta 240. He's got like shotgun shell.
Dude, I thought I was gonna be able to one up this story, but I can't. When I went through customs from Baghdad, going because we did it in Kuwait. When we did our customs to fly back home, they did the whole, going through all your shit. If you have any dirt, if you have any bullets or anything like that. Yeah. And I was like, okay, so I was fucking paranoid. So I went through all my shit. Lo and behold, we get home. About a month later, I'm going through my hygiene kit. Like for those that don't know, if you never deployed, your hygiene kit is everything to you. You have your motherfucking razor, your soap, your jerkin lotion, everything is in there. And, sometimes, you'll have when you have rounds out and about, they might fall in there. So I'm dumping out my hygiene kit. and I noticed that there's a little flap at the bottom that I guess flips up and down. It keeps it from collapsing, I guess, into itself.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I pop it open, and there's 2 5.56 rounds right there, and I'm like, dude, I could have took over a fucking airplane because I got my M16 with me. You know what I'm saying? Just at least one of y'all's coming down with me, motherfuckers. So, but damn, this motherfucker said belts. They don't really search shit. I mean, they're tired as fuck. Usually it's Navy guys that are doing it,
really?
Going through the customs. Yeah, that's what I had seen.
Yeah.
I don't
know how belts went through and shells. I don't know how whole belts and shells went through it. And then it was like the backpack. I forgot what assault pack.
Yeah.
It was an assault pack, you know what I mean?
How the fuck did he get that through? Because I mean, they make a big deal out of it. They're showing you like, these are all the weapons that we have found, and people trying to smuggle it through, and that because they would go through this whole spiel. I think in Ali Al Salim, they did that to us. Like, and then you're telling me this, and like, you know what? I don't believe y'all motherfuckers. I think that you guys just are there to fucking collect a paycheck. You're touching shit around.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Fucking crazy. So when you got back to the States, then are we good to go back to the States? I mean, not to the States, back to redeployment, right? You got back, and you were, I guess you could say you were a little bit frustrated with the situation of, being reduced in rank, and then you weren't able to re-up then, right?
Yeah, I wasn't able to re-up. But by the time I got back to garrison life, like really settled in, I was like, I can't. They're saying like deployments, like combat deployments, are going to be ending. You know what I mean? Like they're still telling me that when I was down there, like probably not going to be. I was like, no, I'm good,
bro. I was not in Afghanistan. I was in Mosul. No, was it Mosul? Yeah, I was in Mosul when I woke up one day and I looked at my Yahoo News, and it said all combat troops out of Iraq. Now I'm looking at myself like, yeah, I'm like, wait, so where the fuck am I then? I mean, we're still getting fucking blown up out here. We're still fucking shooting motherfuckers out here. So, but all combat troops are pulled out. Okay, fuck you, bitch. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're still out here patrolling. But it was, that shit. They were making a big deal out of it. Like the last unit crosses the wire back into.
I remember that on funny. I remember watching that on AFN because we had AFN.
We were still in fucking
Germany
Mosul.
and Afghanistan. That's all we had was AFN. So my home entertainment was AFN.
Dude, fucking AFN was the shit. The Eagle, dude.
Yeah, but I remember watching that later. Like the last combat troops left Iraq. While our fob was like the fire happened during that, like while that was going on, like outside. So like our base is burning to the ground. We're hearing about combat troops in Iraq.
It's fucking crazy, dude. Fucking crazy. And so, how much longer did you? Well, from your redeployment back to Germany, how long before you like ETS'd?
I think I probably had like 8 months.
Oh shit! So it was a quick fucking turnaround for you then.
Yeah.
Fuck. Did you have a plan yet?
Not well. I was still single, still young. I was hoping I get out honorably, so I was gonna use the GI Bill. Because that was just like the easiest thing to do, you know what I mean? Like transfers easily. So that was my plan, at least. I started like applying to schools and stuff when I got back.
Okay.
And got like accepted pretty quickly to Montana, which is why I moved here. So
okay, right.
Yeah. So that was my plan.
But it sounds like that was the plan, but sounds like life must have happened somewhere in between there or something.
Yeah, life happens. Unfortunately, I caught a felony like a year after I got out, drug charge.
Oh, word.
I had, get this is another story. I had like marijuana edibles from Colorado, like right after they legalized it. I'm driving back to Montana. I don't know anything about nothing. So I drive through Idaho, which I think is like, hey, they're probably relaxed state, you know what I mean? Like, nah, not the case at all.
Oh, shit.
I get caught speeding through this like town on the highway. It's like an obvious speed trap. It's like 25, 35, 30, 25, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like a undercover, like just all black, like no, nothing on the parked on the side. It was a pickup truck actually parked on the side of the road. I thought it was just like a redneck, you know what I mean? They do that stuff.
Yeah.
But so I had probably had about like, I was taking a little bit back with me, like $100 worth, nothing too crazy. But they take that and they throw it all on the scale and it came out as 15 ounces. So nearly a pound. That's an automatic felony. They don't differentiate between like flour and like edibles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but dude, it's gummy, right? I mean,
yeah, right.
Wow.
Like, how are you gonna count like the sugar and flour and all that stuff?
How much time were they trying to give you?
They gave me 5 years probation.
Bro, it's like me and you are fucking kin. Because trust me, I caught a felony charge as well.
Yeah, it sucks, man. That shit limits you so much.
It fucking blows balls because I mean, it does affect you, even just getting a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Luckily, I got it. It did my time. I got in trouble once, but it didn't affect anything. So I got the charge erased or whatever. Dropped.
Oh, right on, expunged.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, but it felt like, man, out of one system right into the next. You know what I mean? Like,
fuck. And I mean, so for the herbal life that you were into, was this something that you enjoyed recreationally before the military?
Oh yeah, definitely. And while in, to be honest. Get this, man. So when we get redeployment, we get back. I'm still in Bravo Battery, so I'm still living in Bravo Battery barracks. But like a few months later, I get sent to HHB. I mean, totally different lifestyle. Right. I'm in that one. But line battery is tight, man. They let you know when a drug test is coming up. They give you like a 2-week notice, So my roommate was constantly blowing in our room. You know what I mean? It's like blunts all the time because he knew he could get away with it, and I couldn't. But I'd partake every once in a while.
But that's some bullshit. Where's your NCOs at? Did they not come and check on y'all? Or are they fucking partaking as well?
Some. Maybe.
I mean, it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
It's different. It's different in Germany. We heard it's like because the NCOs, because you're like already away from like being in America. You know what I mean? And it's just like we were told it's like different. Like when you get to the States, like you're not gonna be cool if you like. There's like a difference between NCO and soldier.
Oh, trust me, we had it in Korea as well. It's just, because those are the only people you have right there. You're really tight with the people that are there. The only people that fucking don't associate are the officers. They stick to their own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably everywhere.
Dude, that's fucking
I mean, I want to say the NCOs are partaking, but I guess he was an FTC dude. I don't think his chief ever like stopped by or anything. I forgot who his chief was or whatever, but I mean, he's getting away with it.
Yeah, for real, dude.
He PCS, no, never got caught.
I know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I found out, like over the weekend, like, hey, there's a possible piss test, on Monday. Don't do nothing stupid. You know what I mean? So I only had one Joe that popped hot one time, and that was Lindsay. I actually did a podcast with him, and he popped for cocaine because we piss tested him. He was still high on coke when he got piss tested. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. So, so he must have got caught. Like, is it caught in the act or like?
No. So it was, I think, over the Super Bowl weekend or something like that. He was telling me. I can't remember because all I remember was like I was pissed to fuck off. We were getting ready to go to block leave, and I get a phone call. I'm like getting ready to hit the highway to go to Chicago to go visit my homeboy, and I get a call saying, "Hey, Lopez." I'm like, "What's up?" Like, "Yeah, Lindsay's yours, right?" "Yeah." "That motherfucker popped hot. Go get him." Fuck. He was right about to get ready to go to fucking Pigeon Forge, where he's from, out there in Tennessee. Nope. Brought him back.
He's getting leave started early, huh?
Oh yeah, he was good.
Can't do that. You gotta wait till you're gone.
He was a good Joe, though. I mean, he had his moments. He was a good dude, man.
In our battalion, we had a lot of guys piss hot for weed. There because we caught. I mean, you could tell it's easy. There's just constantly dudes on the E-Fuzzy sweeping up after everyone's off. You know what I mean? Sweeping up the least stuff.
Dude. So out there in Germany, like fucking did you go out and party in Germany a lot?
Yeah, like every weekend. We all did.
Okay, I heard that the police side there.
Like when I think about back to Germany, I think about like the weekends and like the field a little bit. Like, but I don't really think about being in garrison. I don't think about pulling out connexes and stuff like that. But actually being in Germany, it's like especially underage too, and like just having access and bars and stuff. They don't close till like 6 a.m. So you could stay out all night and like come out and the sun's out. You know what I mean? Like fuck.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, Korea is the Army's hidden jewel. Everybody wants to go to Germany and leaves Korea. Bro, Korea, I loved it. I fucking loved it. I mean, there's even they got the whole, what's the quickest way to make E5? Go to Korea as an E6. So, motherfuckers partied out there. But man.
Korea like sounded fun, but I heard that they had like curfew, like 11 p.m. curfew. Maybe that's only some units though.
On weekdays.
But I heard that. I was like, fuck that, man.
Yeah, weekdays, I think the curfew was 11 or midnight. And then but that just meant curfew from you couldn't be out in the Ville. You had to be on post. And then on the weekends, I think it was at 1:30 maybe or 2. I can't remember. Yeah, because I mean,
you gotta work what you work.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we pre-gamed, like we would get fucked up in the barracks, and then we would leave about 10:30, catch the bus, take us to the gate, get out the gate, and then just walk to the Ville. And it's not like you got to pay to get in the clubs, you just walk in there.
Yeah, that's something.
So, any did you face any issues like transitioning from military to civilian at all?
Yeah, I definitely did. Just I wouldn't know how to describe it, but I was like definitely at that time in the military, I was like drinking like kind of off the rails, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't so much I'm partying now, and now it's more like I'm making up for something, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like sense of purpose, adrenaline, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I was definitely like drinking a lot. So my chief was like, even though he wasn't my chief anymore, I was in HHB, he's still like, hey man, you can't be doing this shit like when you get out and get back to the States, because you're gonna get like in trouble, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna limit myself and just drink beer, no liquor, I'll be able to smoke weed and stuff, so that's cool too. I mean, that helps a little bit, but to an extent, it's all about what you work with, But yeah, I definitely had trouble drinking a lot. It kind of lasted until I started school. Okay. And then I just like, even though I wasn't like socially like kind of fitting in at all at school, because I was like a little bit older, but like I wasn't old enough to like, I look like an older person, what I mean? So I still kind of look like I was like maybe 19. I didn't have this going on. What I mean?
Dude, I'm telling you, that shit is a badass fucking beard. I wish I could grow one, but unfortunately my DNA is so fucking, just Hispanically infused or Cholo infused that I only grow a goatee. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Nothing here. Nothing here. I'm like fucking Joe Dirt. Only grow patches, But dude, I think you hit it on the head though with that, as far as like trying to fucking fill a void, because I know for a fact that myself is finding that purpose. What the fuck do I do now? For me, I came from being a fucking leader of soldiers to a fucking call center, I had to fucking feed the family, bro. I didn't give a fuck. $15 an hour, starting from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Humble, gotta be humble. And then if I wanted to maintain the same lifestyle that I had, being a staff sergeant, my wife didn't have to work, but this time now she has to work because we want to maintain the same level of lifestyle that we had.
Yeah.
And
but yeah, I've had trouble a lot too, like sticking with jobs. It's not so much like my ability. It's more like I get let go because of, I guess you could say attitude, but I'm not like getting mad or like freaking out, but it's just like distant, you know what I mean? And it doesn't look like I want to be, it doesn't look like I'm happy working there. So I've been let go for like this one woman. I used to install like fireplaces and hot tubs in homes, you know what I mean? And I got laid off after like 2 weeks or like 3 months. And I was like, it was because like me not doing my job well. Like, no, not really. It's just more like, you're not smiling around when you're here. Like just stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they call it being engaged. That's what they call it out here,
Oh,
like,
okay.
That's what they told me, bro. Like, you need to be more engaging. I just want to do my fucking job and go away.
Exactly.
Leave me the fuck alone. Why do I have to? Unfortunate. And dude, at least you were working like, some nice blue collar shit. I got to work with these fucking people in the trenches of a call center.
Yeah,
it's like fucking high school again.
I was a janitor. I worked at a DirecTV call center. So like, I can only imagine. I was like, I can't do this shit. I can't. Like being a janitor was cool. I could just zone out, listen to music, and do my shit.
I was gonna say that you can put some earbuds in and just fucking walk around, do your thing, right? See me.
Even now, like I've worked at this place for a year and a half. It's a factory job, like painting siding and stuff.
Yeah.
And like the people I have like one boss. I work with like 4 African immigrants. You know what I mean? And like there's a constantly high turnover. So just like, but they don't give a fuck what my attitude's like. You know what I mean? As long as you hit those numbers, that's all they care about. So I've been doing well at that job, luckily.
Good. That's the thing. Like, here's the thing about 13 Bravos, y'all, about field artillery, man, in general. You give us a task, we're going to fucking make it happen. You know, don't ask how it got done. Just know it got done. You know,
exactly. Yeah.
Some shit's going to we do things sometimes, you know, to make the mission complete, you know, but that's just the work ethic I think that we've had. And still, I don't know if you had a work ethic like that prior to the military, being that you came from a military family.
Yeah, I definitely did. Like, I definitely had a strong work ethic. I played basketball in high school a lot. You know? Like, I played all 4 years, and that was a year-round effort. You know what I mean? So it was like a lot of hard work. Like we were doing 2 days in the summer. You know what I mean?
Oh, being that you were 6'4", or you are 6'4", I would hope so. I mean, God damn. I'm about to say, I mean,
still got both my legs. You know, I didn't lose them overseas.
Dude, oh my. Oh god damn. My mind's going some fucking wild shit right now. But so now what does Bo do now? Like to chill out on his weekends?
I mean, I'm just trying, like they say, I'll say being engaged, but I'm more like trying to like be like just engaged with my family. You know what I mean? Like I have a wife, I have a 5-year-old daughter who's nice. Kindergarten. So I try and just like include them in like whatever, even like we're all just like playing video games together. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we're all like doing shit together and stuff.
That's awesome. I tried doing that, bro. This is me personally on a personal level. Like I got 3 kids, and they're fucking 12, soon to be 10, and 7. It's hard. All right. I got 2 daughters. They're the oldest, and then the boy is the youngest. So I know what it's like to have a little girl. It's a fucking bitch because they can manipulate the fuck out of us with those eyes every time they get in trouble. You little shit. Okay, come here. But I mean,
yeah, my wife says to call me out of that sometimes. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, they're manipulating as hell from day one. When they grab that pinky finger on us and they squeeze it, they know they got us. But I've been trying to do that myself personally, like because I was disengaged from my family big time. Yeah. I was like super disengaged. I disassociated, you know. I honestly just didn't want to fuck with anybody or anything.
Yeah.
And
I've definitely been there, like especially like because like my wife and I, like we weren't planning on having a kid, you know. I mean, we were both like in pretty like tailspin. We were kind of in a tailspin, so like we had to work through a lot. But yeah, we're just trying to make it work, you know what I mean? Just trying. We're like, my family's in South Carolina. Excuse me. Hers is in Philadelphia, so it's like just us out here. So we kind of, and when she found out she was pregnant, I was still using GI Bill in school. Yeah, but I wasn't like planning like a career. I just wanted to like. So I got really into like reading and stuff when I was in the Army. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I majored in like history and literature and stuff like that. Like lots of reading, lots of like stuff like that, and that honestly helped me like a sense of purpose because I like was doing something I liked. Right. I like to read. I like to, you know, learn about stuff like history and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that, but I knew I wasn't able to get like a job out of it. I just wanted. I'm going to college for free. Yeah, if I'm going to college for free, I gotta like what I'm studying. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to make it happen. Right. Like, I tried taking math like my first year, and like, nope. I was like, I can't.
You know, I agree with you on that. As far as college goes, like me with the school is not for me. Never has been, never will be. I think that they should let us cash out that fucking money for the GI Bill and fucking put it for like a down payment of a home, even if not cash out per se, but let us use it for a down payment. Because I can see a lot of privates or a lot of fucking idiots using that money going to buy a brand new fucking car instead of using it for what it could be used for, which is a down payment on a home, which is what we need. So quick question, if you don't mind me asking, how does your wife arrive to Montana from PA?
Oh, it's a long story. So she met someone, she met someone, she fell in love, she got engaged. This person got cancer, and they passed away, unfortunately. They passed away like a year before I met her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And at that time, I was like, like getting sentenced to probation. I had just gotten sentenced to probation. So I was doing like I had to go like NA like a few times a week. I had to go to like this and that. But I was like drinking still.
Yeah.
Off the key. And like, I was just, I was kind of going back into liquor. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Kind of getting out of control. But yeah, once you have a kid, you gotta straighten up,
Yes, you do. Dude, this thing just gave me the 1 minute fucking marker.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Let's do one more if you're cool with it for just a few minutes, just to wrap it up.
Yeah, I got a few minutes.
All right, cool. And then we'll just wrap it up because I don't want it just dying on us in the middle of it. So I'm gonna send out that last one and we'll call it a day. All right.
All right.
Be right back. Right. And we're back with the continuing saga of what is the life, the military strife, and the after fucking military time of Bo Buffkin. All right, so we were talking about
I call it the post-military blues.
There we go. I can dig that. All right, and so let's go ahead and we were talking about still doing alcohol, going to NA,
Yeah.
So
because like I didn't feel like I had like an addiction problem, you know what I mean? But I still like don't think I did. I think it was like something else, But I was still drinking, have a daughter,
mm-hmm.
and wrapped up school. I had like another year or two left. Well, that kind of fucked me though. I wasn't really planning for like a job, so I went on a like vocational rehab, the VA thing. Yeah, and this lady's like, all right, well, you got this degree. You can intern for the Forest Service, and start writing like training manuals essentially. And like classroom stuff, and you'll have like a job making like $60K in like a year, I was like, when I first heard that. So hell yeah, sign me up, But that didn't pan out. I don't know why, but I was getting like a GI Bill kicker. So I was getting an extra like $400 a month in a GI Bill. I think my recruiter did something. I think it's because I signed up when that Afghan surge was happening.
Right. Okay.
So
but you got the post 9/11 GI Bill, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where you get the BAH and the stipend and all that good stuff.
It's like E5 with dependent BAH, the zip code. It's pretty nice, man. They pay the school directly too.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Right.
I mean, a couple of my Joes ended up doing that, where they did their couple of years, they got out, and I hope they're doing great. Like my boy Ostrowski, I hope he's doing well. He was going to go to school, GI Bill and all that good stuff. So, but go ahead. I continue. I tend to jump in a lot. My bad.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah. So I did that. That didn't pan out though.
And I can't hear you now. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck? Can you talk?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, what the fuck, dude? What did I push?
Huh.
All right, let me pause the recording for a second. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a 13 Bravo, and I fucking hit something and the motherfucking muted it. But my minimal FTC training helped me find it. All right, we were saying.
Yeah, so that job didn't pan out at all. That the Forest Service wasn't hiring like that. So I kind of racked up a little bit of debt because I was making less money than I was in a GI Bill. You know what I mean? Right. So after that, and then I was kind of just like bouncing around from job to job. Let's see. I worked some cool like federal jobs. Luckily, my felony wasn't enough. I don't know if it was like they already hired me and didn't look into the felony by the time that I got hired on, and it didn't matter or what. But I had a few cool federal jobs. I worked for the BLM in the summer, doing like a Bureau of Land Management.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying that. I was like, wait a minute, what? You gonna be woke on me now? No. All right. So not the Black Lives Matter, but the Bureau of Land Management.
All right, gotcha. I was doing they call it range fencing. So you're building like barbed wire and like wooden fences, like jack lake fences, like for miles, like through mountain ranges. You know what I mean? So it's heavy. It's hard work. You know, you're like, it's all by hand. So you're carrying your hammer and your big ass nails and carrying those big ass logs up mountains and stuff.
You thought you were done carrying sea wire and putting shit up, right?
Man. Yeah, so I did that. Bounced around a few more jobs. You know, never really lasting too long. Whenever I get, there's one place I worked for like a year and they like let me go. Just randomly out of the blue. I think for that same reason. They wouldn't tell me why, but yeah, you figure it out, right?
there's a big stigma that a lot of fucking veterans have because of a lot of crybaby motherfuckers out there that fake something to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And so because of those pieces of shit, other people that still want to fucking work or that need to still work because they got families, you know, as soon as they find out, oh, he's a veteran, they want to hire you, but then they're like, I wonder.
We don't everything with it.
Yeah, then they're wondering like, well, maybe he has PTSD, and you know, we don't know if he's gonna fucking come and shoot up the place, or you know, because of other assholes that do that shit. You know, and I'm not. I would say that the vast majority of motherfuckers that have, you know, or live with PTSD are just mostly quiet, humble motherfuckers that just want to be left the fuck alone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah, that's a whole other thing. Yeah, I think I messaged you. Like my chief was because he was a drill sergeant for 2 years. So he saw a lot of people, you know, getting out 100% PTSD disability. So he's like, hey man, because we got fucked up one time. A rocket landed. So we had, while we were downrange, we had a bunker, like one of those like gray little bunkers, you know, like on the gun line, like just padded up as fuck, you know. And then we had like our ammo bunker that was also like padded up, and then we had like HESCOs in front of it. Right. A lot of times, like if we would just like crouch in front of the ammo bunker, because like if it made it to that little narrow like there's like a little narrow like gap where if a rocket could come in, it would be so narrow, like if it hit the rounds. Yeah. If it hits 50 HE rounds and 50 Willie Pete rounds, like forget about that bunker is not gonna, you know what I mean?
There's no more fob.
Yeah, the whole fob probably is gonna be gone.
Right.
So we were like crouched in front of the bunkers a lot because, you know, that same like fuck it, it's gonna land in the bunker, we're toast anyway. But it hit on top of the bunker. 107 did, and like I was like looking at it, it was like it impacted probably like 5 feet. Like it landed on top of the HESCO, like ripped open the HESCO and like went through the back and like just narrowly missed the bunker. But yeah, I got my bell rung pretty bad by that one. So my chief's like, hey, you gotta like make sure like you go to the appointments when you get back to garrison, like just get all this shit documented.
Did they do a mace test on you after you got your bell rung?
Nah, man.
Motherfucker.
Our piece of shit medic. We had a nasty girl medic. He swapped out for first medic. I think because he's like going through some stuff after that Moscow, you know. Okay. So we got this. I don't know where they found this guy. This nasty guard medic. He was old and broke as fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, we didn't get. Actually, that happened. That was a pretty hectic day. So I had to get back. I was gunning that day as a PSC. Okay. So I had to get back on a gun, like shoot back. It was at a van. It was like the back of a truck. You know what I mean? So yeah. My head's ringing, and I'm like next to on the 119er, just boom, popping it. I think it was a 6-round mission too.
Ooh, like, hell yeah, hopping and popping, baby.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was the first time I ever saw a drone strike too. Like, well, I didn't see it, but I heard it. Yeah. They didn't of course, they didn't tell us. You know what I mean? So we just heard like, what the? It sounded like the sky was opening up.
Shit, yeah, man.
Like, what the fuck,
dude? I'm just trying to think right now. Any females on this fucking place where you were at?
No. It was just like, I think it was like 2 infantry platoons and us. Okay. And we were rolling skinny at that time because sequestration. So we had 3 Joes and 3 NCOs per gun. So we were like 5 because leave, we're still going on leave or R&R, whatever you call it. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times it's just like 5 of us on a gun. FTC, I think, was only like 5 people. We had 1 FTC NCO, 4 Joes. They'll do like 12 on, 12 off. Yeah.
That's gotta be fucking rough, especially as much fucking contact as like I were taking. So God, damn. And the worst part is these motherfuckers hit you and then they go back into Pakistan, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They set them up on timers. So like, you know, they hit and fucking what's it called? ROE? Yeah. we'd be ready to shoot back at them within 2 minutes, but ROE 15 minutes.
Fuck.
Like, okay, what's the point? What is the point? I mean, we can't just not shoot back though, you know. So I get it, but damn.
I heard. I mean, I don't know how true this is, but I mean, I did hear that there were some times that, you know, some things may have happened in between and they were reported differently to higher, you know, in different timelines. Okay. So different times because
well, the way FTC described it, they're like, we're getting everything from battalion. So it's like really battalion who's dictating like when you can cancel do not load. And
but they're not fucking there. Battalion is probably somewhere.
Exactly.
The fuck, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Our battalion was scared because when we first got there, we were only shooting 4 rounds, like for every IDF attack. And a general, a 1-star, is visiting us one time, and he's like, "Dude, fuck that! Shoot the sweeping zone! Like, what are you doing? You know?" So we got to shoot like immediately, and ever since then, we've been shooting sweeping zones.
Dude, I love sweeping zones. For those of y'all that don't know what a sweeping zone is, just think about the game tic-tac-toe, and just fucking. Dude, I love sweeping zones just because it makes me think. And then, you know, I'm fucking do my math here real quick, checking the motherfucking safety at the same time. All right, let's go. How many deflections? How many quadrants?
They make fun of 13 Bravos, but you gotta be good. You gotta be quick with math when it counts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's even now in my job. That's like I'm constantly doing quick math. You know what I mean? So it goes back to just doing math under fire.
Now, are we fucking, you know, are we solving the goddamn theory of relativity? Nah. No. But we put in rounds pretty fucking close to where they belong, you know.
Yeah, right.
Thank the FCC for that.
Feels hurt. Second to none.
Dude. You know, it's great to see that, you know, it's crazy because, you know, having a kid is what I think ultimately grounds us.
Yeah.
And,
definitely.
And it changes our outlook on things. So, I mean, dude,
I think on that note, we got to get going a few minutes.
Too easy. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. I want to tell everybody, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this fucking convo here with Bo. This was fucking badass. If any of the cannon cockers I know knew this cat right here, let me know, man. I want to hear some more stories about this dude. And artillery is a very small world. Very, very small world. So
I hope he's listening from the unit because it's a small unit, you know. But artillery's a small world, so
it really fucking is, bro. Like, I mean, I guarantee if we know somebody by somebody, you know, fucking Facebook is a bitch. But anyways,
I got one last story.
Send it.
So post deployment, I'm in HHB, right? Battalion formation on a Friday. Our colonel, he's rattling off whatever, and he says next thing is Bravo battery has been awarded the Henry Knox Award, which means that they are the best battery. And I heard that, I was like, well, in the battalion, obviously, because nothing should happen. He's like, in the Army, I was like, damn.
Yeah, and
bro. He was like, but it's a group effort. I tried putting service battery in for it because they're the ones shipping rounds to him from Sharana.
Yeah,
you know, in between green beans, they're shipping rounds.
Yeah,
he's like, group effort, so I wanted to just point out the service battery too. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this, man?
No, that it goes to one fucking battery in the fucking U.S. Army. So, dude, I mean, y'all were the ones fucking putting rounds down range. Dude, we came in second place, was my understanding, back in 2005 for the Henry Knox Award out of 277 FA. We came in second place to getting that motherfucking the Henry Knox. When I heard, like, it's not just battalion, it's not like winning Top Gun. It is, but for the fucking Army, dude. That means that's fucking, that's badass, bro. That's like fucking getting that ancient order of fucking St. Barbara.
Yeah,
good shit.
It's pretty bad. But just felt like it got stripped from us at the formation. I was like, what the why? Service battery.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give it up to logistics, you know, because these motherfuckers, y'all saw what happened with Russia.
Yeah, you know, I'm not knocking them. but for that specific award, like,
that's an
it's for a specific battery.
Bro, it pissed me off. You want to talk about awards? Just a real quick one. When a motherfucking infantryman gets a St. Barb's, that or you know, an honorary St. Barb's to an officer from PLL, get the fuck out of here. They're not what have they done for the artillery? You know, I'm just bitter.
Yeah, we're not wearing CIBs. Like, come on, man.
I'm just bitter because I got passed up for that shit, one too many times. But anyway, brother, thank you for being here, Bo. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the support you have for the fucking podcast by listening to us, reaching out. And is shit. Anybody you want to give shout outs to before we dip out, bro?
Yeah, just shout out to my chief, both my chiefs, Sergeant Lau, Sergeant Hall, my gunny Pettigrew at the time, our gunner, Elo.
I know that name, Pettigrew. Just so you know, I know that name.
Pettigrew. You know what? I think he had the he was first AD at El Paso.
Okay, yeah, it sounds very familiar though, that name, Pettigrew.
But he moved around. I know he's up there, and I know he might be like a sergeant major or first sergeant now because he was pretty high speed. He's on the fast track for sure.
I don't know. Probably I was in school with him at some time, but
maybe he came in. Probably when did you come in? Like
I came in 04.
He might have came in with you. I think that's when he came in.
Probably. I mean, either that or I met, probably knew him in ALC, BLC, or one of those fucking play, whatever the fuck they're called nowadays. So
yeah.
But right on, Bo. Hey, go take care of that beautiful family. I'm sure you're gonna get your wife something good for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot. And to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day as well.
So with that said, rounds complete, end of mission, gun line out. Bye, motherfuckers.